Buenos dias, mi gente. It is day number 44 in our daily discipline series. 44 days in a row that we've done this, with the exception of one day, right? So, but we're here, and that's all that matters. It's the 29th of November, and we're going to get right into this. So, number one, number 44, because you know I love numbers. You know, it would be easy for me to take like Reggie Jackson or some of the other ones, but immediately after a conversation I had yesterday, I'm going with an old school number 44, Dave Feast. Yeah, don't know him? Some of you do, because he's a race car driver from Central Illinois, Saybrook, Illinois, by the way, and he was the first celebrity that I ever met. And when I say a celebrity, I mean, you know, it wasn't like he's like Drake or something, but to a 4th, 5th grade kid, you know, that goes to the race car or racetrack with his buddies, and he hears this guy's name, Dave Feast, and he's winning the races and people are cheering for him. Next thing you know, I'm talking to him. Like I have a connection to somebody who, and I'm just sucked in, right? Well, the connector there is the Bennington family. And Dave Feast drove a race car for Bloomington Truck Parts, owned by the Benningtons. And when I was a young boy at a very impressionable age, I was introduced to the Bennington family through church and school. They took me in like I was one of their own. And these guys have been a part of my life ever since. And the reason I want to talk about them today is that, you know, Russ, one of the brothers, he's had to listen to my ass from Columbia, Missouri over to, you know, the World 100 in Eldora, excuse me, which is, I don't know, 10 hours in a car. Listen to me drone on and on and on about what an impact his family had on my life, specifically his dad, right? Gary. And Gary was one of my first heroes, right? And I can easily say that now without any hesitation and just say, when I was growing up and I saw how Gary Bennington handled himself, I wanted to be just like Gary Bennington. I mean, he was bigger than life, right? He was a businessman. They had fancy cars and cool shoes and clothes and all kinds of food, man. Every time I went over their house, there was all kinds of food. It was just awesome. And again, they treated me just like I was one of them. We didn't talk about how, you know, I didn't live like this, and they thought it was funny that I always wanted to put on their clothes. Well, about a year ago, a little over a year ago, a family friend, somebody who'd been very good to my father when he was younger, who treated my father very similarly to how the Bennington family treated me. This guy died. He passed away. So I wrote his family a note. I got a note back from them that's up here thanking me for their note. But the point is this, that we're often both. We're the person who gets grace from somebody who takes a liking to us and says, hey, let me bring you in and show you how my family does it. Not that the Benningtons were never trying to one-up my family. They were just like, hey, welcome. Come be a part of this. And, you know, I'll forever be grateful for that. And so, anyway, make a long story short, I wrote Gary a note. We've reconnected a couple times. I got to see him this summer at, you know, his grandson's wedding. And I tell him every single time how much I love him. What a... you know. Anyway, here's to you, Gary B. Love you, man. Thank you. Thank you for being a great example. Man, that one just about got me. So, you know, the second thing that I wrote down is just be you. You know, yesterday I started reading about being a badass, because I know I'm a badass. But, you know, with all of this noise going on right now about Baker Mayfield speaking up about, you know, all that nonsense. And then we have all of these examples where people want to tell somebody else how to live their life, how they should react in a situation. And we just have to be, if we're in situations where we're told not to be ourselves, we should reevaluate whether that's the right situation for us to be in. And so, you know, be careful with that. You know, don't go out and put yourself in a situation where you put yourself in danger or in harm's way in any way. But be yourself. Be true to yourself. And again, I'm talking to myself here that if we stay true to ourselves and believe in ourselves, good things will happen for us, right? As I was journaling this morning, that, you know, this whole thing of being thankful and positive and certain that my life is going to get better, and knowing what I'm going to have to do and taking one small step every day, like, it is working. My life is changing. It is getting better. And when I say that, just I find myself to be much more happy. I'm much more grateful for all of the beautiful things that I have in my life. But then I also understand that it's okay to want more. So be you, right? And the last thing is just keep grinding, right? Nothing takes place. Look at this, right? Remember where you're from, right? Gosh, anyway, just keep grinding, right? Don't let anybody else tell you when it's time to stop. Mac Brown got hired this week as the head coach of the North Carolina Tar Heels, their football program. Man, I hope he does great. I hope he kills it, because I don't like the way that he was forced out of Texas, right? And then they kind of got what they deserved, right? They've been mediocre since then. So, right, just be yourself, keep grinding. Don't let anybody else tell you what's best for you. If you know what it is, go get it, right? Let's all do it. Let's do it together. Whew, man, what a great day. Thanks again, Gary. I love you, man. Thanks, Russ. Thanks, Lumpy. Thanks, all of you guys. You guys are responsible in some part for all of this. You've made me want to be a better guy, and I appreciate it. And Miss V, girl, it was so good to hear from you yesterday. I'm glad you're back, and I hope you watch this every single day. With that, we're done. Hands up. Peace out. We're better together. Go get it. Love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow.